Hey everyone, my name's Adam Archer, and today we're going to be taking a look at two Rob Dalton knives. These are the CS Militia model, or the California Special model. They were produced in 2004 to be California legal automatic knives, and that means it is a sub 2-inch blade. So rather small blades, you can see rather small handles as well. That's what I really like about some of the Rob Daltons. He has a few different models like this. This particular knife did come in at least 19 different variants, 17 different like this, and then there were two belt buckle models that I'm aware of. There may have been additional versions as well. They were produced in 2014, and I believe another run of one model in 2008. So they have been discontinued for quite a long time, since it is 2018 currently, or at least at the time of filming this video. One of the big bonuses of Rob Dalton knives is they have a very strong spring. So let's show that on this version first. Just hear how loud and how strong that spring is. And then on the blue model, right there. These are two different blade shapes, and I believe they came in only these two blade shapes. You have the one with a false, or a double edge really, or more like a spear point, I guess. No, this would be bayonet because it's not a full spear point. But it is a slightly ground false edge. It's not ground all the way to being sharp, although it is not comfortable to put your finger on. And we can actually zoom in on that to be able to see. So you can see he did grind it, but not to the point where it would actually be physically sharp, which may not be intentional, may have meant to be sharpened. I don't know. And then the other version, which is not sharpened on the spine at all. They do have different engravings on the blade, as you can see there. On the back of this one, it does say DCC. So the handles are hard anodized aluminum. They came in many different colors. That's where most of the variants come from. They had some in camouflage, I believe purple, all different types. Although the handles have the same milling on them, as you can see that. So US Militia, CS on the very bottom, and these kind of arrow type things. It does have a recessed button. No safety on these knives at all, but the button is recessed enough so it's not going to open up in your pocket. These are a two-piece construction, so there is no backspacer or standoffs. It's two milled pieces of aluminum that kind of make that, or that go together. So there's no separate piece of metal that is separating the two slabs of aluminum, kind of like there is on this Lone Wolf T3. You can see there's standoffs. So that does take a lot more machining. Then on the back side, you have a full-size titanium pocket clip with the two screws holding it in, which is very much a standard Dalton pocket clip. This titanium pocket clip he's used on many knives. It is very snug on there. It would be able to fit in your pocket, but it's not going to be falling out anytime soon. Some holes in the back to let some dust out. That'll be good for cleaning. And then on the back here, you do have some jimping, as well as on the top here. This has two screws that hold it together. As you can see right here and here. And there is no way actually to adjust the tension on the blade. This screw might, but it's not like a pivot screw like what would be on most knives like that, where you would adjust the tension on the blade. These are using hex screws rather than Torx. which is standard for Dalton using hex screws. I did mention these are a sub 2-inch blade to make them California legal, and we can just show that right here. So I believe the blade length is 1.92 inches was the standard, and then the overall length is right under 5 inches, as you can see there. These are both the same length. He does put the oversized springs in here. I have shown that already, I believe. And what's amazing about these are that they actually hit so hard when opening. They actually sting your hand a little bit. So you're not wanting to give these to somebody that's never opened an automatic knife because it will fling out of their hand. And I'll kind of compare this to another automatic from around that same time. This is a Microtech Mini UDT. It's not California legal, but it is another small automatic. You can kind of see opens completely, but is nowhere near the power of the CS Militia. At least on the double-edged version, you do want to be careful when closing it, as it is an exposed edge right there. Of course, it's not completely sharpened as mentioned before, but it can hurt when pushing down on that. And Dalton has made a few models that have intentionally been a sharpened back edge. I don't know if any of them have been exposed back edges though, so that kind of makes me think that this is supposed to be a false edge. The weight on these are, let's get out my scale. Put it on ounces first. So the blue one weighs 1.4 ounces or 40 grams, and the gold one is 1.4 ounces or 40 grams. How much does that weighs? Probably approximately the same amount as a brass Zippo, isn't it? No, actually a brass Zippo weighs more. How about a standard Zippo? Nope, that weighs more also. Maybe it was a titanium Zippo. I don't know, but that kind of gives you an idea of how light these things really are. They weigh less than a Zippo lighter. To kind of give you an idea of the size, comparing it to standard knives, we have a Kershaw Auto. I don't remember the model name of this. It's the 7300 purple black was the model number. I believe it is it called the Swift? I don't know. But we can see the size compared to that. That is fast. I think the gold one is a little bit quicker. Due to these being about 14 years old, the springs may have not be as strong as they originally were, which is kind of scary what they may have been, or the strength of them could have been when they were first released. And this is kind of comparing it to one of my largest knives, the Lone Wolf T3. You can just see exactly how small the Dalton CS Militia is. About the same size as the blade on the Lone Wolf T3. No pocket clip on the US Militia. Just a very nice little California legal automatic. He did make other California legal knives. Let's grab a couple of them. Just go into my display case real quick. So, I don't remember the names of all of these. I'm not actually sure this would be California legal, the little Dalton cross. But we have the rung sat, or maybe this is the small rung sat, the gravekeeper, right here. And one that completely slips my mind on what the model name is. I actually have two of those. Maybe it says on the other knife. No. But here's another Dalton that is a California legal. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll show these a little bit closer up in case somebody wants to look at them. I know I like watching videos of rare knives and looking at them close up. Yeah, just a very beautiful knife. Love the blue handle on this. Does fit the hand, 3 fingers. And there you go. I think we have somebody over at the house, so I'm gonna have to go and have a fantastic day. See ya.